afternoon, everyone. Thank you for attending our TICC webinar from Thai Italian Chamber of Commerce. My name is Michele Tomea. I'm the Secretary General of the Chamber based in Bangkok. Today, we have the second episode of the hospitality webinar series. And we are happy to have this meeting with representative from Centara Grande and CentralWorld. Today, the topic is leading MICE ASEAN Facilities with Centara Grande and Bangkok Convention Center at CTW. Today, we have a distinguished speaker with us because he's the quality manager of Centara Grande and Bangkok Convention Center at CentralWorld, Khun Yingyuenyong. She's been working in the group for over 14 years, starting as secretary to the chief engineer in the pre-opening team project. After being promoted as a quality manager, she started handling several projects about sustainable environmental at center brand standard. Anyhow, she was always assigned to lead all audits, answer safety questionnaire from all tour operators, and playing a big role during the COVID-19. With no much further ado, I will leave the stage very soon to her. But first of all, I will share with all of you a quick video of the Centara and CentralWorld today with you.
Good afternoon, Bon Regio. First of all, I would like to thank you, the Thai Italian Chamber of Commerce invites us CGCW or Centara Grande at CentralWorld to participate your TICC Hotel and Hospitalities Business Industry Webinar Series. Next slide, please. Centara Grande at CentralWorld located at the central Bangkok district, at the prime location of the Bangkok. At here, there are many leading hotels among us. Competition is very strong and hard to beat each other. So how can we succeed and standing out from the other? Let's see what is CGCW trying to confident our clients. As we are the large scale hotel with the big convention center, you may think it's enough to meet the guest need, but to build the trustworthy, creating continuity, safety, and sustainability is our aim to serve and ensure that all the guests will receive the same standard. Next slide, please. From now here, we have a Thailand Convention and Exhibition Bureau, a section to promote Thailand MICE form or TICC is the answer for us. In the slide, you will see that it has so many pictures in here. MICE industry is growing rapidly and it is being increasingly focused by the business sector at the domestic, regional, and international levels. As such, TICC recognized that there should be a standard to systematically measure the quality of venue for hosting MICE events in Thailand. In order to raise standard and provide opportunity to entrepreneurs to develop the potential in terms of systematic thinking in business management and investment. So as to ensure that operator can run MICE business in according with the internal standard, TICC has developed a Thailand MICE venue standard or TMVS, the below one, for the first time in Thailand and then following with the standard launched. Next slide, please. Here is the address of TICC, Thailand Convention and Exhibition Bureau. Next slide, please. At here, Centara Grand will receive a T category of a TMBS as you will see the small logo on there. And then the national standard as a Thailand MICE venue standard and Thailand Sustainability Event Management Standard as a short term as TMBS and TSEMS TSEM. For the Thailand TMVS, we have 3 categories. The first one is the meeting room. Second one is the exhibition venue. And the last one is special events venues. Next slide, please. For TSEM, this one, it is just new launch to the MICE business. TSEM is setting the balance of and harmonize of the 3 main pillars, environment, economy, and social, while the other standard may weight to environmental and more than the other. So I think that TSEM is a good way for our hotel business to find out, to setting, and then to balancing everything. And then it's very easy to achieve this certificate, and then can ensure that your certificate is mean that your hotel care on the sustainable and the environment. Next one, please. Then the step up, the TCEP step up to the regional standard, and it's called AMBS. Next, please. AMBS, the short term of ASEAN MICE venue standard, and all criteria agree amongst the ASEAN countries that we know that ASEAN country they have meeting to develop their business, the economics together. And there are altogether 55 indicators that why all of the countries members had participated and nominate the venue for the assessment. It means that they have the meeting before and then raise up what is the criteria of each country required to achieve this AMVS. This is a very good one. In the picture, it shows 2018 is the first time that AMVS launched in ASEAN countries. So we nominated and then we achieved it also. So in the picture, just only few properties that receive it. As the criteria is mean that you have to pass TMVS first and then AMVS later. Next one, please. We not at the CG7U, we are not scoped at the regional standard. We move forward to the international standard with 2 ISOs. The first one is ISO 22000 for the food safety management system and the ISO 20121 event sustainable management system. Again, two of these ISO is supported by TICC and on this our international standard. Next time we plan to do the sustainable for the sustainable ISO, and then we will discuss with TICC that they will offer us the subsidy, the money to support during that period. Next time, next slide, please. The benefit when you achieve the certifications will lead you to overcome the international bidding and big events. That means that income to your property and many roadshows to promote your business with TICC without any extra cost. In the slides in here, this function is already confirmed in December this year. The people that will attending this function is around 350 to 500 persons. Normally in the time that without the COVID, with the everything, no any pandemics like this, our function room can gathering people around 2,000 up to 5,000. And we have so many functions that already confirmed right now. This is supporting by TICC. They have so many roadshow, many ways to promote all the members that achieve the awards from them. Next one, please. Okay, this is the past one. This RCD is arranged before the COVID has expanded over the countries. And then for this function, we already implement the COVID protection ways to our clients, like wearing masks, hand gels, and then temperature checking before you get into our hotels. Next one, please. This one also, previously that we achieved this CPX 360 innovations. It has so many big function, big events that happens and then supporting by TICC. When you achieve the certification or the awards from TICC, your name will be on the list of the Thailand government that they promote to use our function, and then all the members that achieve it. Next one, please. This one also. We will have so many things from many countries. Previously, we have one young one from the UN. We have so many VIP guests like His Excellency Kofi Annan been attending our hotel also. And then we have many protocol to support many VIP treatment for our guests. Next one, please. The picture is during the COVID. We using the PPE for our staff who sanitize our meeting rooms, our guest room, even all the equipments like a microphone, pens, or anything that list area like the doorknob, and then the hand tap. Everything that will be clean every half an hour, and then in the lift panel as well. All the staff has been trained how to and how to record. We've been certified by SGS that our hotel passing all the COVID protections, and they have the mobile lab in our hotel for testing 27 sampling in the hotel. On that day, it's starting from 8 a.m. until 9 p.m. Then we complete the audit on site. Thank you. Next one. This is a sanitation tunnel that we invest during the COVID, has a spreading all over the countries. It cost 200,000. And then the chemicals that we use is a base from water, ionized water. No any harm to your skin, your eyes, or your hair, or any, even the pets. If you bring the pet in, that we are not allowed. We use this sanitizer to clean for our guests, and then anyone who enter our premise is set up at the entrance area. Next one, please. And then in the guest room, when the guest check out, we will leave the room empty for 24 hours, and then the staff will clean the room and then sanitize it and seal the door. As you will see that sticker from the videotape that we place it at the door after we cleaning and then sanitize it. Okay. This is the poster that we train our staff, and then we communicate with our guests that what we do and then what we would like our guests to do too. We call Centara Complete Care, prevention measure against COVID-19. We decided before last 2 years during the 19, and then it is very well that communicate to the guests, easy to understand how to handle in case that we found guests or our staff infected with COVID-19. This is we do the training, online training to all the staffs. Thank you. Next one. Okay, I finished my presentation already. If anyone have any question.
Well, thank you very much. I hope you can hear me, right?
Yeah.
Okay, because just fixing the microphone. No, thank you very much for the presentation. We saw that you cooperate with several government organizations, and you mentioned also the TICC, like Thailand Convention and Exhibition Bureau.
Yes.
And actually, thank you for mentioning them, because as Italian Chamber of Commerce, we cooperate with them several times for some activities. And of course, for TICC, one of the valuable key point for pushing forward the economy in a post-pandemic situation is attracting MICE, building up confidence for foreigners company to come back to Thailand and let's say work in a safe environment. This one is absolutely important for, especially for us, for a business sector. And as a Chamber of Commerce, we work with a small, medium-sized company mainly, also big corporation.
As we have a lot of meeting with TICC, we are trying to follow UN SDG. And then so many things that the many projects that related to UN SDG. And then when they have the audit on place at here, we present that what project, what activities that we did, that we communicate to our staff, our clients to follow it up. Right now we have the CONSAR, CONSAR, the company from Netherlands, to recycling the plastic waste to low sulfur fuel, and then it's just start last month. But it's good that all the staff very caring about it. And I think that this project we present to TICC next time when they have the on-site audit.
Well, thank you for sharing it. In the chat, we have a question. It's actually very specific. Regarding wedding ceremonies, can you tell us more? Which are your plans for COVID new regulations?
We plan to have the ATK test, the rapid test, for everyone that enter our hotels. If you are the organizer, set up the wedding venue, you mean that you have to test it and show it before you get into our properties. And all the things like a microphone or everything that gets used, it will be cleaned up before the other will use it. And all the area like a restroom, the the taps, everything will be cleaned by our staff that wearing gloves, mask, face shield all the times.
Okay, thank you. Thank you for sharing. Of course, I invite all the participants. You can drop your question in the chat. Okay, we have another question. Is about how do you see the tourism after COVID-19?
I compare to myself. I stay here home and then didn't go so far, many years. Sorry, 18 months. And then I think that after pandemic stable, everyone want to travel around, and then everyone want to go to the other countries, want to travel, want to have the activities that back to the normal life. I think that it will be a year that everything will recover.
And may I ask, Khun Pikul, at the moment, let's say if, for example, as a chamber, if you want to organize an event, do we need to comply to a maximum number of participants, or we understand that probably from October there will be like a green pass to allow people to join some event. For Centara Grand and CentralWorld, do you receive update in real time to train also your employees and comply with the law and with big groups? What is your let's say process at the moment and forecast?
It is our lucky that we have a local government support us all the time, even in the night time, 10 p.m. or whatever. They will update on the announcement on the law that comply to the COVID situations. And then once I get it, we have the group line sharing to amongst our staff or the bosses or the management. So we can acting and then we can adapt everything to our business. Like right now is not allow people gathering over 25%. So we do not over 25%. No any meeting, so if we had no meeting. But for the restaurant, 50% capacity, we did it. No any alcohol selling, we did it. Because I told everyone that I don't want to be in jail. So please love me and do not bring me to jail. That's why.
No, I understand, and thank you for sharing. A couple of questions is like, the first is, what are the challenges of opening the hotel during the COVID-19 situation?
The challenge is how to communicate, how to make the understanding amongst our staff and then the guests. Mostly the guests is they always thinking that they are safe, but we ask our staff to think that everyone not safe, even yourselves. Don't try to avoid to get in touch with each other and then be safe, be thinking that everyone not safe. The challenging is quite hard to communicate with the Thai guests. Sorry to say that. They all thinking that they are safe. Why we have to acting like this? But once you get into the danger, you will complain to us. But it's lucky that we didn't have any guests showing the symptom of the COVID enter to our permits. Just only by the government and government support and then the hospital support that they invite them to train our staff to sharing the knowledge. we have no knowledge on the COVID-19 from the previous, but now we quite ensure that we know and then how to protect our team, how to take care of our guests.
Another question is about from Mr. Antonio. I used to work with your hotel for past events from Italy. However, due to the fiscal law in my country, we cannot use five-star hotel for medical and pharma meeting. So we must oblige to use 4-star hotel. How can you solve this problem for the future? It's a very technical question, actually.
1 minute. Let me see the question. I didn't hear you well, ka.
The question is in the chat 3:27 p.m. from Mr. Antonio Condurro.
ลากขึ้นให้หน่อยอยากเห็นคำถาม 1 minute นะคะ For this one, we do have the hybrid meeting that you can participate. That the price is not 5-star yet. We try to survive with the situation, so the price is going down. If you don't mind, you can drop your email address and we'll ask ourselves to contact you. No worry about the price of the 4-star or 5-star. In here.
We can, yes, Mr. Antonio can share his email or we facilitate to contact you.
Okay. Leave your email address. I will brought it to our director of sales. He will answer everything and then support you on what you request, even the question of the safety things.
And another question in the chat, maybe is a bit more private. My friend Gerlando was asking me how Centara hire people right now, and if something is changed due to COVID.
Be frankly. Contact HR. HR is sitting beside me. 1 minute. You can drop your email to us, and then I will forward your email. So I can leave my email address, and then you're sending or your resume, the contact details, and I will pass it to our HR office. 1 minute, I will share my email address. So what is the position that you're looking for, your friends? Yes. Okay. I dropped my email already.
Okay. Okay. No, thank you for sharing. And while we're waiting for other question, Khun Pikul, would you like to share a bit more about, let's say, the main topic is leading MICE ASEAN Facility. Would you like to give us more information about the acronym MICE and what is the relationship in developing business or maybe in the upcoming future in the ASEAN community? Let's say the vision of Centara working with the ASEAN community country, as you mentioned at the very beginning of your presentation. Anything that you would like to share on a corporate level, maybe?
In the property in here, I'm a quality manager. I am supporting the sales department. I'm doing the certification for them to bidding with the other. And then for the ASEAN things, TICC has a long relationship as their government, part of the Tourism Authority of Thailand. They are doing the roadshow and then having a meeting to set the requirement that all the meeting rooms, that is the indicator that they have to have it. Like here in the indicator for the AMVS, is lower than TMVS. Thailand TMVS is harder and stronger. It means that you have to pass it first, TMVS, and then you can apply for AMVS. Then once you get everything, TICC will offer you for help for supporting business. Your name will be published in the page of the TICC, and then will be the first part when you want to have the venue in here. Your name will be pop up in the TICC page.
Okay, thank you.
For the next question that I saw.
Is how do you match, how do you market yourself compared to other hotels and MICE venues? Which is your unique selling point?
Our unique selling point is a hotel is connected to the mall. I mean that the CentralWorld shopping malls. Paragon is not far from us. We have the BTS SkyTrain for the traveling, and then not far from the expressway, not far from the airport, both Don Mueang and Suvarnabhumi. So this is our unique point. And then our hotel not has just only the function room. We do have the accommodations with many kinds of restaurants that can serve you. Mean that when you finish the meeting of the day or function of the day, you can relaxing yourself with our bar from the tops of the 29th floor. It's called Crew Bar. You can see Bangkok 360 degrees from here. When we on the good days, you can see so far up to the Suvarnabhumi airport. I try already.
Thank you. By the way, you mentioned before while we were checking for the meeting that recently Centara hired a chef from Naples, Italy.
Yes.
So you're also offering Italian food in Bangkok, right?
Yes. We have very good pizza, very good bread, very good Italian food that I tried already. And then the chef, he is very open to receive your comments and then what is your need, and then he will support on you.
And what's the name of the restaurant where he cook pizza?
The name restaurant is TICC on 24th floor. Any future plan? Thank you. TICC is very good. I will pass it to our chef. Any future plan for Centara to beat the competition going further? We try to develop our technology, like we do have a hybrid meeting, and then right now all our guest room 509 rooms already renovated, very unique, very comfortable. The mattress is so good. No any guest comment on that. We have the walk-in closet. The room is so nice. We want you to try on, and then right now we have so many promotions. The price is very attractive. If you want to try, let me know on that. I will pass it to our person concerned.
Okay, no, thank you for mentioning that. And as the Italian Chamber of Commerce, of course, we cooperate with the TAT, Tourism Authority of Thailand. Recently, we hold a webinar talking about Thailand as a destination, recovering from the pandemic. And at the time, we were talking about the Phuket Sandbox. Khun Pikul, from, let's say, your forecast, do you believe that we will be able to shorten the period of quarantine coming to Bangkok? Have you heard anything from, let's say, government side or Ministry of Health of Thailand that maybe the quarantine can be shortened to allow people, foreigners, to visit Bangkok as it was before?
In this, I'm not sure yet, but I heard that we're gonna open Bangkok Sandbox in 15, and then further update, I will pass it to our management, and then he will update to the guests. So right now we're thinking about the vaccine in here. Our staff 95% has completed the vaccine. So it means that our staff is very safe.
Okay, thank you for mentioning that. And also, Mr. Piero Ferrari says, I'm very particular about sustainability and the environment. Can you please explain renewable energy, emission CO2 management for the sustainability of our planet? Or maybe this one is a wide question, but perhaps we can shorten the question about the Centara and sustainability. What is the vision of sustainability for Centara Grant?
First of all, we have the benchmark set up the KPI for each topics. For the energy, we do have the KPI for energy that consumed for the guest room, the water that gets used for the rooms. It's a KPI for our engineering to achieve it. And then every month we will have a discussion that how we can plan and then how we can reduce it. Right now we cannot set up any renewable energy because our the sun is not strong enough. So it's not the ROI of the setup, the panel is not in the rate that we want. So engineering is still working on this. For the emission CO2 management, we do have the Green View portal that our sustainable project program that we implement in here. Every month we have to report that how much that we exploit it to our nature, and then we try to reduce it as the target that we plan. Since our head office set it up for each properties in Centara. For the sustainability to our planet, we have the project on reduce the waste. I mean that food waste. Food waste will be we try to benefit everything, every raw material that we use. For the sample, we order a whole salmon. Previously, we throw the bones, the head of salmon, and then the belly of it. But right now we try to use everything in that. The bone, okay, we know that we have to throw it, but the tummy and the head, we use it for the Japanese food. Sometimes in part of the tail of the salmon. Previously we throw it as it is not a good portion to serve the guests, but now we spare it, we keep it in the freezer, and then we serve to our staff as a local Thai food. So on the year 2020, we saved this one around 3 million baht on the cost of this. And our staff has training well. They expand the project to the vegetable and some vegetable salad. You know that the leaf sometimes was ruined by the insects and something. But previously we throw it away. But right now we trim it and then using the eatable one to serve our staff in the canteen as the salad that staff can enjoy it. For the COVID-19 cost, we cannot go so far on this project. We change our plan to order the raw material to be the one that we only use it. Previously we order the whole fish, but right now we order by the fillet. It saves the money and then the waste is reducing also. For the project on the energy and water, we are working very hard on this. And then every year, the corporate office will issue the KPI for each property based on the previous year that you consumed energy and then reduce it 10%. We have the going greener, require our guests to reuse the linen, the towel in the rooms. It's worked very well. We save around 20% year to date. Okay. I hope it's clear for all everything that you asking ค่ะ คุณ Piro.
No, thank you. Thank you for sharing. It's actually very insightful, and you were able to actually highlight many points in which you are working on. And also from Mr. Andrea Zanini, do you have any plan to offer special packages for the Bangkok plan to open the vaccinated tourists that they will have to stay minimum 7 nights in Bangkok before to be free to move in other destination in the country?
We do, why not? I think our sales people, they're working hard on this together with our GMs. We do have the work from hotels. In the project of this, the cost of the staying here is not 1,000 baht per night, very, very cheap. And then we do have a hunky hub for the guests that can stay here and then having a meal with us in the restaurants. If you want some more in the details, can you drop your email to me and then I will send it to our salesperson to contact you for all the information. As I have just only roughly that what we doing right now. Good, Andrea.
Yeah. Andrea, you can you can drop in the chat for the team of Centara.
I have my email address in the chat box already. You can drop it direct to me, no problem. Okay, good. I get your email address.
Okay, no, thank you, Andrea, for sharing also your knowledge and experience, and thank you for sharing Khun Pikul also all the activities in which you are involved as a quality manager. And may I ask you also one other thing is regarding your profile, your role as a quality manager. We know that Thailand was leading for many years, let's say, a hub for hospitality. So Thailand has always been seen for many years one of the leaders in the hospitality training and business. Do you think at the moment in post-pandemic economy, Thailand will be always be leading and adapting into this post-pandemic situation? What is your idea, opinion for this?
The recovery for the business, I think that nearly 2 years that will recover to the same situation before we fighting with the COVID-19. And then all the bosses said the same thing. We discuss a lot in the morning briefing daily. And then they sharing that it's not come back very soon. So time to time, we have to wait for that. Even we have completed vaccine, but I heard that we're going to have the booster on the next month, the third booster that will implement, will apply for our staff.
Thank you. Thank you for sharing. Okay, I think we are approaching basically the end of our webinar. I don't know if we can, if there is anyone that would like to ask one last question to Khun Pikul. In the meantime, we will upload the record of this webinar on the TICC YouTube channel, probably in the upcoming week. But in the meantime, I would like to really thank Centara Grand, CentralWorld, and of course, our guest speaker, Khun Pikul Yingyuenyong. Thank you for being with us and sharing your experience this afternoon with us.
Thank you, everyone. If anyone has comments or want to know the further information, please drop to my email address. I will get back. Thank you.
Thank you. Also, you can contact the Italian Chamber of Commerce if you would like to have a direct contact with the team of Khun, we will facilitate the communication, of course.
Yes, or even wedding reception, we can do it also. Whatever you want, let me know.
Okay, great. Okay, I think for this afternoon, I don't see any other question. So approaching the conclusion, again, thank you very much for being with us this afternoon. We really appreciate your insightful presentation. It was a pleasure having this opportunity with Centara Grand and CentralWorld.
Yes, thank you, Ka.
Okay, and thank you everyone for attending the webinar. Next week, we will have a third episode about the hospitality webinar series with Thai Italian Chamber of Commerce. So stay tuned, and anytime you can drop us a question, you can contact us, and we will try to get back to you as soon as possible. Thank you, everyone. Goodbye. Thank you, Khun.